The story is about a couple who, well, they think everything's going fine and they have so much fun together, and then as the night progresses, we see that that's not necessarily the case. And sometimes it doesn't matter how much you love someone, and it doesn't matter how much you try, things just aren't going to work out. So, please enjoy.
So are we dancing or are we setting up for this party?
Dancing, obviously.
Oh, so we are.
We're dancing to Vaga Luna, which no one else in the world can dance to.
Is this a couple or what?
Tall, thin, funny, looks like a couple to me.
Can you imagine what the world would be like if everybody lived like this?
It would be utopia.
Earthly paradise.
Absolutely.
There'd be no war,
No strife,
no hunger,
no hatred,
no polyester.
no parents. Dip. Sorry, Ginger. The dip that broke the camel's back.
Oh, don't tell me this dance is over already.
Well, I'm depleted from sex. See, no pleats. Depleted.
It is clever. But, well, speaking of birthdays.
Birthdays?
Uh-huh.
Oh, did I ever tell you I spent my 21st birthday making love in a tree?
I'd say about 20 times.
Do I repeat myself? I repeat myself.
Did somebody say hell is other people?
J.P. Sartre, who actually said hotel is other people?
Well, hell isn't other people. Hell is other people telling you the same story for the 20th time.
You know what that is, don't you?
What? Marriage? Good. We're on to marriage and ready for blast-off.
It's in the dictionary. Marriage. Archaic noun, someone telling you the same story for the 20th time.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you I spent my 21st birthday making love in a tree?
It wasn't horrid ex-wife up in that tree, was it?
It was the horrid ex-wife. Nibbling rodents.
Was horrid ex-wife as good-looking as I am?
Never.
Then it's all right. But, speaking of birthdays.
Birthdays.
Yeah. Could I have my presents now, Ducky?
Sorry, Ducky, no gifts until after the guests leave.
Please, Ducky.
Or maybe just one? Say anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Happy birthday.
I love presents. I do. Is it a boat? Is it a train? Is it a plane? It's 3D glasses. How did you know?
Well, I thought you'd want them to go with the blue dress.
If the real present is like this, I'm going to kill you.
Would it be all over?
It would be all over.
Or perhaps to assuage your insatiable rapaciosity?
Rapid shot star religiousness.
Try this.
Oh, Ducky, you shouldn't have.
But I did.
But you shouldn't.
Oh, but I did.
This looks like the same box.
So open it.
Thought you'd never ask. Is it a boat? Is it a train? Is it a plane? It's... God, Jack.
Only little timepiece. Waterproof. Dustproof. Lustproof. You can have sex in that watch. It will not affect you.
Oh, God.
God. No such thing.
This is incredible.
What else would you expect from tall, thin, tasteful people?
How did you do this?
Sold a couple more pints down at the blood bank.
Time on my hand, time at my side.
You should put on the 3D glasses. It was meant as an ensemble.
Can I attack you?
Captain, make my body your bombing target.
God, I'm happy.
I thought you were attacking me.
I don't think I've ever been as happy as I am right now.
Not true. Been as happy in the arms of a dozen men.
Stop that.
Just forgotten, just as you'll forget me someday.
Cynic.
Pollyanna,
Fatalist.
running dog of bourgeois optimism. Hey, Nice watch. Gordon was right. Everything's sex.
Oh, yeah. What about love?
Love. That hormonal scam?
Rather an important part of the world, Bub.
No, I'll tell you what's important.
Okay. Tell me what's important.
You want to know? Likeness? Two people in a bed who really like each other? In my utopia, there wouldn't be love songs, there'd be like songs, volumes of like poetry.
There wouldn't be love in utopia.
Think there'd be love in utopia after all the damage it's done to the world?
Especially in utopia, there'd be love.
Okay. State your case succinctly. Give examples.
Well,
Love to hear the case for love.
give me a sec. In utopia, you're supposed to feel safe and secure. And that's how love makes you feel. Invulnerable. Like you're safe from sickness and unhappiness and the ravages of time and the dog at the door.
Love's supposed to make you feel vulnerable.
No. Getting dumped makes you feel vulnerable, not falling in love.
Well, I'll go for like. Intense likeness. Gleek meet gleek, gesellt me.
Translate. Bitte.
Like with like goes naturally together.
Into English, I mean.
Like people go together naturally.
Sounds like something the Germans would say. A nation of potato people, Nazi potato people, and very, very unfunny.
My great-grandmother was German.
Was she funny?
No.
I rest my case.
I loved glamour stuck with lines.
Oh, you loved her.
Intensely liked her.
Jack! Will you marry me? And then he told me too. Jack, will you marry me?
I beg your pardon?
Will you marry me?
You mean marry you, as in...
As in marry me. The ancient ruse to start a home, still popular in some parts of the world, you know.
Ruth, you don't want to get married, you're just drunk.
I do. To you. Do you?
This is absurd.
Let me try again. Jack, will you marry me?
It's a little sudden, Doc.
It's not like we haven't had 6 long and blissful months to think about it.
But I haven't been thinking about it.
It's okay.
6 months isn't a very long time.
At our age, it's an eternity.
At our age? What's that supposed to mean?
It means in a week, I'm retiring and going to the home. And I'd like to have a husband before then. What are we going to know in 6 months that we don't know already? We know we're crazy about each other, so will you marry me?
Ruth, first things first, think about your parents.
Forget about my parents.
You don't actually think that
Forget about my parents. I'll take them out to dinner, ply them with sour cream. They'll say yes to anything. But will you marry me? Remember me?
Ruth,
You remember.
this isn't even you talking. You know what this is.
What is this?
You have all your friends over. Most of them are married. Esther's having a baby. This is the power of suggestion. It's not even you talking.
I'm sorry. I thought this was me talking. Let me check. Yep, this is me.
Esther ventriloquizing through you.
I want a husband, Jack.
Why?
I don't know. I like words that start with H. Home, holla, husband.
Horrible? Hello, don't you see we have something extraordinary here?
I don't want extraordinary. As great as it is, I want ordinary, safe.
Terribly traditional.
should know that by now.
Additional?
Yeah. I crochet when you're not looking. I preserve pickles in funny-looking jars.
You're part of the avant-garde of humanity, the perfect generation of the future.
Somehow, I don't think I am.
Tall, thin, funny?
Jack, you ought to be glad I'm doing the asking. I give you a place to stay that isn't a rat hole. I'm sorry, parakeet cage. I give you a group of friends. I get you out into the world. This is the life. Say but the word, and all of this is yours.
You better help me keep my hair?
Yes, or your money back guaranteed. Plus, it'll give you someone to curmudge with when you're 80. And sure, the sex may be short and brutish and boring.
When there is any?
When there is any. But sex isn't all there is to life. Jack, if we can't make marriage work, then who can? The perfect companions?
We'd be different if we got married.
Why? Why would I be different from the way I am now if I married you?
Because you change. You change from Nick and Nora, Dick and Pat Nixon.
It's Pavlov reaction to marriage.
Yes, it's a Pavlov reaction, but I have it for a very good reason, because I've been there. If you want companionship, here I am, your perfect companion. Someone you can laugh with,
Kids are important too.
joke with,
Kids are very important.
till they pee in your hand.
Even when they pee in your hand. Especially when they pee in your hand.
Ruth, we'd be terrible parents. We'd be horrible at the job.
So we learned the job. If Imelda Marcos could do it, so can we.
A horrible father. A terrible mother. What?
Do you realize what a lousy thing that is to say to somebody?
I'm sorry I said that.
I can't believe you said that.
I'm sorry I said that.
Well, I guess I have my answer.
Listen, Ruth, it's... What do you want me to say?
Say something. Say you'll be as miserable without me as I'll be without you. Say you'll lie in bed at night awake thinking about me. Say when the phone rings, you'll still think it might be me.
This isn't even you talking.
Yes, this is me talking.
I'll talk to Ruth again, please, the real Ruth.
You're not going to live off me, Jack.
Live off you.
Okay, I'm sorry I said that.
Live off you?
Well, you might as well be living here the way you've settled into this apartment.
I thought you liked having me here.
Because yours is too small to live in.
I have lived in that apartment for many years. Thank you. I haven't been over here for the real estate. I'm here to see you, remember?
Well, it's very easy to be a socialist when your girlfriend's got a nice apartment. Do you realize I've even been providing the friends in this relationship?
I don't have a raft of friends.
We can't invite any of your friends to the party, so you'll just use mine.
Use yours?
Yeah, or however you want
What,
to.
have I been getting dirty fingerprints all over your friends or something? Leaving the cap off your tube of acquaintances? What were we supposed to do when we started going out? Exchange friends like hostages?
It just says something about you that you have no friends.
But there's no news here. I don't have a model apartment. I don't have a social calendar. If you want somebody normal, throw a brick out the window and you'll get one. You know how I live, you know what I think. So why'd you ask me to marry you?
Maybe I hoped against hope. Maybe I hoped that you'd jump up and say yes, but you didn't. And I have my answer. Classic Jack.
So what the fuck have we been doing for the past 6 months?
Well, maybe I thought you were kidding. That you'd do away with kids and cars and political parties.
You joined in that game too.
Do you ever just listen to yourself? You don't believe in this or that or marriage or religion or love? Not even love. Not even the lowest common denominator.
me to say I believe in love? I believe in love. Want me to say I love you, Ruth? I love you.
How do you live in the world?
I live in the world because of people like you.
It's very beautiful.
What do you want me to say? I live in the world because of people like you.
No, I wasn't. I mean, that's very beautiful. Thank you.
You want it in a contract?
No, a letter of agreement is fine.
Reason for getting up in the morning? Ruth? Reason for brushing my teeth at night? Ruth? Reason I can stand the idea of eggplant? You agree with me on the eggplant?
I agree with you on everything.
Pretty damn good couple. Agree?
Agreed.
And I will marry you. Agreed?
Agreed.
You're not just saying that?
No, I agree.
I agree too.
I agree with your agreement.
Shall we open up a bottle of bubbly? Effervesce until the wedding bells wake us in the morning?
Effervesce? No, let's floor effervesce.
Getting married? You're not what I expected when I woke up this morning. My life took a little zigzag there at the party, but that's what parties are for, right?
They'd have to be Jewish, you know. Those little jacks. I mean, I wouldn't feel right if my kids didn't go to temple and Hebrew school like I did.
See, Ruth, that's your problem. In your mind, you're still a 13-year-old Jewish girl going to Hebrew school, doing everything your parents tell you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't turn my back on 5,000 years of civilization the way you can. And I can't treat my parents like people I just met on the bus the way you can. And I can't live 2,000 years in the future in some utopia. And don't start talking about superstition and slavery, because I've heard that speech 100,000 times. And don't tell me about how the world is supposed to be, because it's not like that. It's like this, and we have to live in it. And I want a husband and a family to live in it with me.
You know, Ruth, I'm starting to think that's your problem. You want a husband? You don't seem to care who fills the position. Just want someone to provide for you.
No. Provide with me. How long have you been planning on living your life like this? Without this and without that? When were you planning on growing up a little?
I'm living the life I want to live under principles that I believe in.
Well, it's not the life I want.
I guess we have our answer.
You're always saying what's important is a likeness.
That is what's important.
And being alike.
We are alike.
Maybe we're not as alike as we thought.
We're the same person, Ruth. We are the same person.
Sure. We laugh. And we have fun together. But a lot of people do, so what's special about us?
How long have you been planning to break up with me?
I can't believe you'd say that.
How long have you been planning on getting rid of me?
You could be such an asshole.
Thought I was so fucking smart. Didn't really mean it when you asked me to marry you.
I meant it.
Will you marry me, Jack? Yes. If you won't, we can't be together anymore.
I meant it.
All the while, what my answer was most
I
likely
meant
to
it.
be, you only asked me to marry you so that you could get rid of me.
Then leave.
No.
Leave!
No.
Would you leave?
And the megabytes slew the
Make it
Hashemites.
stop.
The trigabytes
Make
slew
it
the
stop.
corned beef Hashemites.
Jack!
Because they worship
Will you
a
make it
different
stop?
guess this is it. Any answer I give you, yes or no, it's the wrong answer. There's no way I can win here. Unless I'm wrong. Are we over? Are we done?
I guess we are. Jack, if we have to end this, can we find some civilized way to do it?
Civilized? No. If this is gonna end, I'll tell you how it ends. This is over. Which means that I walk out the door, as I will very shortly. I don't want you to call me or talk to me. I don't want you to think about me or remember me. This is over, then this is done. You died today.
Don't say that. You know the sad thing? The really sad thing is not that people leave your life or that they die. It's that you get over it.
I won't get over it.
And you forget.
I won't forget.
You forget how happy you were, what was said. In 6 months, will be ancient history.
JP Sart said, hell is other people. He was wrong. Hell isn't other people. Hell is remembering other people, getting them stuck in your head, having them play over like a song on repeat.
Hold me, Jack. Make it stop.
Paradise.
Absolutely. So are we setting up for this party or are we dancing?
Dancing. Obviously. And it's paradise.
Is this a couple or what?
Tall, thin, funny. Looks like a couple to me.
If everyone in the world lived like this, would it be utopia?
Earthly paradise to be. No war, no hunger, no strife.
But will it stop?
Polyester, no parents.
Jack,
It's paradise.
will we ever stop?